Yo, this your boy, the Real McCoy, coming at you, man. Talking about my Cowboys, man. Before I get into all that, man, hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving with your family, loved ones, friends, all that good stuff. Thanksgiving turkey, you know what I mean, whatever it is that you ate, you know what I mean. Hopefully everybody was out safe, you know, Black Friday shopping, you know what I mean, wife, girlfriend, whatever, or if you did it yourself, things like that. Black Friday can get a little crazy, you know what I mean. But I was a little busy. I wanted to do the video right after the game. If I had my family over, you know what I mean, things like that. But we all saw that massacre. We all saw that massacre, that beat down the Carolina Panthers put on us, man. It looked worse than how the Eagles did us last year. At least after last year, you know, we were 8-4, we won last 12-4, and got to the playoffs. Man, this I knew coming into the game, and you go back and look at my video, man. I was like, man, this Carolina Panthers team is pretty good, man. They're a good football team. You know, I mean, they beat us worse than the Patriots beat us with Tony, and we had Tony Romo. We didn't have Tony Romo when we played the Patriots, you know, and that could be Panthers, Patriots, could be Super Bowl. I don't know, but anyway, that's down the road. But congratulations to Panther Nation, man. You guys beat us down, man. You beat us down. Tony Romo was supposed to come back and, you know, be the savior, I guess, save the season, things like that. I thought we were putting too much pressure on him. It's one thing that a lot of people tend to overlook with Romo. Romo was the best quarterback when healthy. He's the best quarterback on our roster, no doubt. But he does have those games where, you know, like he throws the 3 or 4 interception games. He has that in him. Throughout a 16-game season, he's going to have at least 2 of those type games, you know. Even though we went 12-4 last year and he led the NFL, I think, in rating, week 1 against the 49ers, he had a bad game. So he has those type of games in him, you know. Anyway, it's definitely time to look. The future is now for the Cowboys. In today's NFL, you have to have a franchise quarterback. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You have to have one, and it's time to. Jerry Jones has come out and said, you know, they are gonna address that situation in next year's draft, which is fine. I have no issue with that. Before I get to that, about the game itself, a few things. I mean, we really couldn't establish the run. That first drive, you know, it seemed like Romo's interceptions got worse after each one. The first one he threw across the middle, the safety came over. I mean, you need to see the whole field now as a quarterback. You got to see the whole field. The safety came over in front of I think it's Jason Witten, the tight end, and he picked it off. Like, okay, the guy made a play on defense. Sometimes defensive players get paid too now, and the Panthers' defense is pretty good. The second interception he threw, I mean, Luke Kuechly he's known for tackling. Luke Kuechly he's a tackling machine. The guy gets tackles all over the field. Then to see him get interceptions where he came off the square route. He came off that route. He ran, I think it was a slant or the curl. Nice play by Kuechly. I thought Romo should have made a better read on that. Okay. But the third interception Romo threw, he tried to get it over Kuechly to Witten and got Jason Witten. Witten got killed by the safety. That's a bad read. Romo should have never even thrown that pass. You know what I mean? Not putting all the blame on Romo, but he played horrible. You just got to call it like it is. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm always gonna keep it real with you guys. He played horrible. Romo played horrible. You know, he hurt his shoulder again. He's out for the year. And just me personally, even if he was healthy, I probably still would have sat him. You know, we're 3-8. We're probably not gonna make the playoffs. I mean, I know our division is still weak, but they're still gonna win games. You know what I mean? So. Like the Redskins and the Giants, they play each other on Sunday. I say if we would have lost any one of these games, I think I personally would have sat Romo down anyway. What I didn't like, I mean, it pissed me off. Me and my dad, we was in my kitchen. I was still carving the turkey up. You know what I mean? It was I'm a master at procrastination. I should have been carved the turkey, but I was doing it during the anyway. We was in the game and they showed, you guys probably saw it, they showed the replay Romo's first interception, and he started running the safety, and he came back across. Now Dez Bryant could have made a play. He could have made a tackle. Dez is a good athlete. He could have made a tackle, but yet Dez is up there arguing with the corner with Josh Norman. And Josh Norman, he's kind of doing what Richard Sherman is doing, drawing some attention to himself, and the way his play, his game is backing it up. That's how Sherman made a name for himself up in Seattle, calling out Reeves. Josh Norman is a good corner. Josh Norman, I think in my last video I called him Greg Norman. I think it's Josh Norman is a good corner, but Dez is arguing. They arguing with Norman. I'm like, dude, that's my dad. I mean, that's selfish. You sitting here, you need to be helping out the team. Do we're 3-7. You need to be helping out the team. Go make a play, and you arguing with Josh Norman, the Panthers cornerback. Come on, Dez, you gotta grow up, man. Dez, we are Cowboys Nation. We all love Dez, but he needs to grow up. The running game needs to be better. You know what I mean? But enough of that. Enough of that. We're not going to make the playoffs this year. So like I said, our future is now, man. We need to address quarterback, a running back on offense. And I do think we need to address safety. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, like I was saying before, you're not going to go anywhere without a franchise quarterback in today's NFL. It's just not going to happen, you know. And from what I'm hearing, I don't know if there are any franchise quarterbacks coming out in this year's draft that you can say, hey, you know what, this guy can come in right now and he's like maybe a Jameis Winston, an Andrew Luck, somebody like that who can turn it around right now. I don't see that, but at the same time, that's good. That's good for the Cowboys. So that means that a quarterback, that's because somebody's going to take one of these quarterbacks in the first round. That's just what they do. You know what I mean? So the quarterback that you get in the first round, it's probably the same type of quarterback you might get in the third round. It's just not deep, you know. I mean, it's probably deep, but it's not talented. If you're a college quarterback right now and you're eligible to come out for the draft, do it. Because now is the time to do it. Because from hearing correctly, the name I keep hearing is Paxton Lynch, from the quarterback from Memphis. His name keeps coming up. I think he's like, 6'7", 245, 250. Pretty good completion percentage, pretty accurate. He's a little inconsistent. Pretty good athlete too. Pretty good athlete. Got like over 20 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. Good decision maker, but he's not. He's a little inconsistent. He doesn't really play much on the center. So you know what I mean. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, so like I said, I don't really see any franchise quarterbacks on the draft. Romo's he's done. He's done for the year. I don't know if we're gonna get Paxton Lynch. You know what I mean. I'm not like, yeah, go get Paxton. I'm not calling his name like, yeah, go get him. I mean, come on. I don't see any, me personally, you guys let me know in the comment section. I don't really see any franchise quarterbacks coming out in this year's draft. I see a lot of running backs. I think Ezekiel Elliott from Ohio State, even though he did have some comments earlier that I heard, but he's a first round running back, you know what I mean? I forgot the running back from Alabama, things like that. I know it's supposed to be a Cowboy video talking about college football, but hey, my Cowboys, that's just where we're at right now. We're looking to the future, and we need to have somebody, because we got Kellen Moore on the roster. I've in my video before, I've said, give Kellen Moore a shot. Give him a shot. And that's why I think we were 3-8. That's 11 games. So we got how many games left on the season? 5, 6 games, whatever. 5 games, whatever. You know what I mean? Let Kellen Moore play. Let him play. See if because if Kellen Moore plays well, then we don't really need Matt Castle. That's a trade piece. You know what I mean? Matt Moore can be I don't know. You gotta put on your GM cap, and we gotta think for the future. We gotta think past Tony Romo, man. And I'm not saying this to sound negative towards Romo, but with his injuries and his age, we have to think long term here. I know he's got 3 or 4 more years left on his deal. You know what I mean? So we say we do get a Paxton Lynch, we bring him in, we groom him, we develop him, and then he's ready to go, kind of like with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre up in Green Bay. You know what I mean? A situation like that. Kind of like Aaron Rodgers and what they got going on right now with Brett Hundley, the quarterback out of UCLA. I believe he's still on the roster. I don't know. I don't really follow Green Bay like that, but something like that. Well, we have to think past Tony Romo. We got to figure out the running back situation. You know what I mean? But we got to address. You know what I mean? We have to think past Romo. We have to look to the future. I say the future is now, and you know, and I've said this before. I haven't been sold on all the decisions that the Jones family, our front office, has made. You know what I mean? Now, one thing I do like that I did like that at the time, a lot of people was like, "What are you doing?" I mean, we drafted all those offensive linemen in the first round. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, you got to protect Romo. You know what I mean? But I don't know. So I'm not sold on any of the quarterbacks coming out of the draft. But at the same time, I don't see us making the playoffs right now. So we're gonna have to. You hate to say it, but you gotta be realistic with it, though, Cowboys Nation. We gotta look at our roster, giving other guys shot. You know what I mean? Some guys that the last couple of weeks, because honestly, I don't see Jason Garrett doing this. He's not that type of coach. You know what I mean? And I think he kind of just does whatever Jerry Jones tells him. But anyway, he's not the type of the guy to do that. You know what I mean? The media asked Jason Garrett, was it? Would you guys, Cowboys Nation, would you guys sit Dez Bryant for the rest of the year? You know what I mean? I thought about it. I mean, we're not gonna make the playoffs. We don't want to Dez break his foot again, tear an ACL, break a leg. You know what I mean? An ankle, something like that. We just gave him a lot of money. I mean, would you guys sit Dez for the rest of the year? I don't know, man. I don't know. Man, the future is now. the future is now, man. And I don't know, man. The Panthers beat us down, man. And I didn't think with Romo. I knew we beat the Dolphins. I say, look, the Miami Dolphins, they're not. I said that in my video. They are not the Carolina Panthers. They're not the Panthers. But I didn't think they would beat us down like that. Now, our defense played well. Romo threw, 2 pick sixes? Defense played as well as they could with all the turnovers, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I mean, Cam Newton was making the case for MVP. I know a lot of Tom Brady fans are going to say Tom Brady hands down. Like, hold on now. Don't sleep on Cam, you know what I mean? But they beat us down, man. They're a good football team. But my Cowboys, man, we gotta look to the future. You know what I mean? And that means what I gotta start doing. Real McCoy, man, you need to start paying attention. I usually do. I need to start watching college football a little bit more, and to really, okay, look at this guy, you know what I mean? Because our future, because before I end the video, man, getting kind of long. If I'm Jason Garrett or the Jones family, I think technically we haven't officially been eliminated, you know what I mean, mathematically. But, you know what I mean, I will start taking guys off special teams, let them play. I mean, I say maybe once we officially get eliminated, maybe next, I don't know, I would go ahead and just sit Dez. You guys may disagree. Don't want Dez to get hurt. But start letting some of these other guys play and see what we got. Just see what we got, man. Future is now. Our future is now, man. And it's frustrating because the expectations that a lot of us Cowboys Nation, including myself, the expectations that a lot of us had coming into this year based off what we did last year. Now, I know Romo got hurt. That changes everything. But what that also tells me is that basically we're almost a one-man team. It's Romo carries. And we can't. That's not a good football team. After we lost to the Bucks, I was like, man, we got so many other issues on our roster besides just our quarterback play. The future is now for us. Panthers Nation, man, congratulations, man. I'm going to make a video for, we get like a week and a half off. We don't play on Sunday and watch some of the Redskins Giants game. The Eagles got beat down on Thanksgiving by the Lions. That's always good. That's what kind of had me pumped up. So the Eagles lost, my Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. Let me know what you guys think, man. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm really interested to know what Cowboys Nation, what you guys think, man. Future-wise, you know what I mean? I haven't completely given up on this season, but at the end of the day, we got to be realistic, and, we have to think long-term. Let me know what you guys think, Cowboys Nation, man. This one sucked, man. This one sucked. Congratulations, Panther Nation, man. This your boy, The Real McCoy, man. I'm out. Peace.